Millions of drivers are swapping combustion engines for electric batteries, cutting emissions and clearing city air. But as that transition accelerates, it exposes a massive bottleneck in our physical infrastructure. Even the fastest direct current superchargers require an average of 7 minutes to replenish a battery. Many standard chargers take significantly longer. That 7 minutes stretches out painfully when you're parked on a slab of concrete. For families with kids trapped in the back seat, sitting idle in a sterile utilitarian environment turns a quick errand into an exercise in frustration. At the same time, the decline of internal combustion vehicles is leaving behind thousands of conventional gas stations. These plots are quickly becoming stranded assets, decaying footprints of a dying era, occupying valuable land. Upgrading the grid is only half the battle. If we don't address what drivers actually do while they wait, and leave thousands of obsolete fuel canopies to rot, the transition to electric transport fails the human beings it is meant to serve. Planners looking at infrastructure in Denmark have proposed a specific fix: the human recharge station. The idea is to treat the charging site as a destination. While the vehicle draws power, human passengers step out to rest their minds, grab a coffee, and stretch their legs. Building entirely new community centers from scratch is expensive and slow. The alternative is urban geography recycling, taking the underutilized parking lots and defunct gas stations we already have and repurposing them. It's a strategy borrowed directly from urban simulation games like City Skylines. Planners look at existing off-the-shelf assets and assemble or lot them together into a single functional package to fill an immediate need. By adapting the existing built environment, cities can solve the EV wait time problem through practical evolution, sidestepping the massive costs of tearing everything down to start over. This concept scales up or down based on the available footprint. The smallest blueprint, the Level 1 Small Human Recharge Station, is built for dense urban centers with limited space or quiet 2-lane highways. The core layout includes the fast-charging EV bays, alongside clean, accessible public toilets, equipped with baby-changing stations and small food kiosks or food trucks. To actually solve the boredom of the wait, the blueprint mandates recreation space. A small playground gives kids a safe place to burn off energy, surrounded by green sitting areas for the adults. Where land is slightly less constrained, like in lower-density suburbs or along 4-lane expressways, the model expands into the Level 2 Medium Human Recharge Station. With a larger footprint, this tier introduces sit-down cafes and retail options like supermarkets. Drivers can effectively knock out their weekly grocery shopping while their car battery ticks up to 100%. By combining utilitarian infrastructure with community amenities, these localized stations turn a mandatory pause into productive, restorative time. The final blueprint takes the concept to its maximum scale: the Level 3 Large Human Recharge Station, operating as an expansive, out-of-center hub. These massive facilities are designed exclusively for major civic arteries, dropping alongside 4 to 8-lane intercity motorways or wide urban avenues. Because they cater to long-haul travelers, they offer extended amenities. They retain traditional gas pumps to support vehicles still transitioning away from fossil fuels, incorporate on-site repair centers, and even house dedicated libraries for drivers waiting out a long charge or a rainstorm. Operating a facility of this size requires a massive staff. To support them sustainably, the large blueprint includes a small adjacent residential village built specifically to house the station's workers. This worker village physically connects back to the main urban center via a dedicated public transit bus route, ensuring staff have reliable, sustainable transport to and from their shifts. At this scale, the charging station completely outgrows the concept of a pit stop. It operates as a self-sustaining micro-community that anchors the entire regional transit network. We no longer have to accept a frustrated family trapped inside a parked car. We can replace it with travelers relaxing in a sunlit garden cafe, letting kids play while the vehicle charges in the background. Upgrading our engines to run on electricity provides a rare opening to physically reclaim our urban geography. We don't need to bulldoze entire neighborhoods to achieve this. We can rely on evolutionary urban planning, working with the structures we already have. As the fossil fuel era leaves behind thousands of stranded assets, we can recycle those dead spaces into vibrant, human-centric sanctuaries. Prioritizing human comfort at the charging bay allows our transit networks to rejuvenate the community as effectively as they power our vehicles.